question? Roll call?
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell, I'm sorry, Alderwoman McDowell. did
Yes,
you hear me?
I'm sorry. I had it muted.
Alderwoman Hampton
Yes.
and Alderman Jones.
Yes.
Can I interject for 1 second?
Yes.
I know we're live on the Channel 4 on Comcast. However, I don't know, is there a way for people without Comcast to be able to still view the meeting? Because it's not live on Facebook.
I thought that. I wasn't sure. I didn't see it myself. I was going to ask that question.
It should be running on both.
Okay.
So
it's running on.
IT, you should have both platforms going.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking now. It looked like it's saying both, but I'll stop the TV and run it on the.
Yeah, please do. That one is more common.
Okay.
If you have to choose.
The Facebook one is the one that everyone can have access. Unless we have a way to give them access on the Comcast channel without them having Comcast. I think that's where.
Correct.
Correct. They were supposed to be simultaneously, but let me go.
Right. Thank you, Madam Clerk, for pointing that out. So the platform will have to be consistent with Facebook, so we have the interaction, like you said. If you're able to run the other one, then that's fine, but Facebook has to run. Okay, Mr. IT, let us know when you have it, at least Facebook running for us. We'll just pause our meeting for a moment so the public can join. Looks like I've got something saying we're live on Facebook. Does anybody else have that?
Yep, we're live.
I got it.
Okay. I'll just mention for members of the public that it may just now be joining us this evening. We had some technical difficulty with Facebook and running a simulcast to our cable channel at the same time. So for the sake of those who have, we've already started the meeting and we're into right about our seventh item on our agenda this evening. We have covered just our call to order, pledge of allegiance, invocation, a roll call, and we approved minutes tonight and approved our bill list to bring information to the public. And with that, then the next order of business would be any special presentations. There are none this evening on our agenda. So we're going right into our city attorney's report. So the public did not miss some of the things that we'll be taking other action on that could be pertinent to information. So with that, Mr. Attorney, if you would carry us through some of our items on that list.
I will, in fact. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, and members of the public. With respect to the city attorney's report, it appears under 8. First, we start with 8A, a proposed resolution approving the extension and renewal of reproclamation and declaration of continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham and approving the mayor's determination regarding modifications to in-person meetings in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Mayor Ed Powell.
Yes.
I would like to make a motion that we approve resolution number 20-R-616, a resolution approving the extension and renewal of the reproclamation and declaration of the continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham and approving the mayor's determination regarding modification to person meeting in response to COVID-19 pandemic, November 4th, 2020.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Hampton for resolution approving the extension of and renewal of the reproclamation and declaration of continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham, approving the mayor's determination regarding modification to in-person meetings in response to COVID-19 pandemic. Roll call.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Next,
Okay,
we have
Mr.
under
Turner.
eight. Oh, next, we have under 8B, a proposed resolution authorizing the city administrator, economic development director to submit an application for the coronavirus relief funds provided to Cook County under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, known as the CARES Act. I see Mr. Champion is with us this evening. In terms of this resolution, was presented to me to include in your packet. And there's some features here that are quite important. At least on the front page, it talks about Cook County has chosen to allocate $51 million of its CRF among the 134 municipalities located within Cook County through an application process. And at this particular point, we would be in line to receive some of those funds as a result of our application. If there are any
Mayor,
questions,
No. Mayor Ag Power?
May I make a?
Yes.
Go ahead, Alderwoman.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mayor Ag
Okay.
Power, make a motion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mayor Ag Power, I make a motion that we approve resolution 20-R-617 and a resolution authorizing the city administrator, economic development director to submit an application for the coronavirus relief funds provided to Cook County under the Coronavirus and Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. Excuse
Second.
me.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady McDowell for resolution.
Yes.
Was that Hampton? Okay, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Hampton. Okay, for resolution authorizing the city administrator, economic development director to submit application for coronavirus relief funds provided to Cook County under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, Economic Security Act. Question. Are we at, no, we would go this resolution, right? So just
That's
roll
correct.
call at this point. And then we'll do question after the ordinance, right?
That's correct. After the resolution, yes.
Okay, all right, just roll call then, sorry.
No, you could do questions.
We can do it now?
Yeah, because he just did an adoption. He's not waiving because it's a resolution.
Oh, sorry, question. Then we'll just, if there's a question, then go ahead. I'm sorry, you're right. We weren't waiving anything. So question at this point? Okay, then we'll roll call.
Okay. Alderwoman McDowell? No problem.
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton?
Yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderman Barron?
Yes.
And just one comment, I thought that's why, Lady Hampton, you were kind of jumping in there. With Mr. Champion, what is the dollar amount? Just, we have a set dollar amount already, Mr. Champion?
Yes, it's 680,000. And also, we were also approved on Monday for an additional 12,000 as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I know you'll elaborate a little bit more on the report, but I just wanted to mention that while we were right there. Okay,
Thank you.
attorney, I'm sorry, just wanted to interject that.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, next one on 8C. This is a proposed ordinance granting a special use for the property located at 15755 South Springfield Avenue here in the city. And if I may, for just a moment, introduce, of course, Attorney Fountain, who's here as well. But let me just read what we normally do when we have these matters that come before us after having gone through the Planning Commission and Zoning Board of Appeals. It appears of record here in this ordinance, as well as the ruling, that on October 15, 2020, after notice was published, the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals held a public meeting with respect to the application for special use by Mr. John Pasella, and I see that he's a participant here this evening as well, for the property located at 15755 Springfield here in Markham for commercial construction and rebuilding of an office in the city of Markham. The special use was, and in terms of your packet, you should have the findings and decisions. Just of note, Mr. Pasella is the president of JPAC Management, and JPAC Management Incorporated owns the property. A copy of the deed has been included as well. The applicant, under paragraph 5, second page, wants to extend or enlarge the structure located at 15755 Springfield, where he, when he rebuilds it, he obviously has to comply with the regulations of the L2 Light Manufacturing District. With respect to the consideration by the board after hearing, after notices have been sent, and after due consideration, the board recommended the special use application for John Pasella and his company for the property located at 15755 Springfield. Therein, the comments lies the following language. It says, this recommendation is contingent on the applicant obtaining a business license and presenting a landscaping plan to the building and housing department, which appears on page 6 of 7. On 7 of 7 of the board's decision, it indicates clearly that this is just a recommendation and certainly not a ruling, and that is left to the devices of this council to make a determination one way or another. The commissioners voted in this matter, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 6 votes, 0 nays, and 2 members absent. Attached there too would be Exhibit A, and of course, at the back of this is a plat of survey, and specifically noted, Attorney Fountain has included the notice this is sent out to everyone, and they say as follows in the second paragraph: an application by John Pasella for a special use for the purpose of rebuilding an office with a tear down at that property. That was noted of record and passed out to the appropriate people. This was run through the publication process, and it appears before you this evening for consideration.
Mayor Agpawa.
Yes.
I make a motion that we waive the 48-hour reading for ordinance number 20-0-2290, an ordinance granting a special use for the property located at 15755 Springfield Avenue inside the city of Markham.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman Hampton, to waive reading for ordinance granting special use for property located 15755 Springfield Avenue inside the city of Markham. Roll call.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton.
Yes.
Mayor Agpawa.
Yes.
I make a motion for approval of ordinance number 20-0-2290, an ordinance granting a special use for the property located at 15755 Springfield Avenue inside the city of Markham.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman Hampton, for approval of ordinance granting special use for the property located at 15755 Springfield Avenue inside the city of Markham. Question? Roll call?
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, that's all that I have. Nothing else below 8C. If there are any questions, I can answer them for you as best I can.
Okay, Attorney Michelle, you'll get with the parties and let them know how to proceed on then.
Yes, I will, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. And then, obviously direct them over to building and that will help you along.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, moving along, city clerk's report.
Under my report, I have a business license application for Mattress Outlet Store, Mattress for Less at 16003 South Kedzie.
Okay, looks like he's on line with us here. Is there motion?
Mayor, I make a motion that we open the floor to Mattress Outlet Store, or is it AKA Mattress?
It's Mattress for Less.
Oh, Mattress for Less. So my apologies. I make a motion that we open the floor to Mattress for Less for questions.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Jones.
Yes.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Malik. Welcome to our council meeting tonight. The city council may have some questions of your business tonight. We know that you're at least down in our shopping center, so that is Alderman Jones's ward. So they may have some questions for you, but we want to know a little bit about you tonight.
Absolutely. Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I hope my voice is clear. Not sure if everyone can hear me. This is my first time being on Zoom, so. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, my name is Thayer Malik, and my business is called Mattress for Less. And I would love, and it'll be an honor for me to open at 16003 South Kedzie in Markham. And we are an outlet store, privately owned, and we sell basically for, way cheaper than national stores. And we're here to help everyone I can in the city if they need any mattresses or beds or furniture and etc.
I have a question.
Yes.
What type of or what brand of mattresses do you sell? Can you kind of put me on a scale of where your store level is, comparable to other stores?
Yes. This is my third location actually opening. If the city approve it tonight in Markham, it will be my third location. What we do is we buy in truckloads, which is like major brands like Beautyrest, Posturepedic, Sealy. For those like big names, we carry those, and we also carry non-brand, like something called like Classic or Pillow Top. And our prices, the reason why we sell them cheaper is because we buy them in truckloads. And when we buy them in truckloads, basically we don't like special order a specific mattress. So we get the truckload and we put it on our floor, and we sell it as they go. So that's why we afford to sell it cheaper.
Will you be selling also inside your store? I think it said carpet,
area rugs, and furniture. Yes.
area rugs. What type of furniture?
Living rooms, bedrooms, tables, coffee tables.
Where was your location at? Where are your other locations?
Right now, I'm in Chicago Heights at Lincoln Highway, and I'm also in Bellwood.
We're at in Bellwood? I'm sorry.
In Bellwood, yeah.
Yes, I know the city, but what approximately where in
On
Bellwood?
25th in Washington, if you're familiar.
Yes. Will all your merchandise be placed inside the store? There should be none outside the door, correct?
Absolutely.
Approximately how many individuals do you actually hire? Are you interested in hiring individuals for this location as well?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because that would be a good business venture, you know, for individuals who might be interested in moving into that service as well, you know, to learn
Absolutely.
about that as
Absolutely.
well. Yeah.
Absolutely. We always like to hire people from the neighbor
Yes.
for sales rep, and to treat people to come into the store.
What drew you to Markham?
I'm sorry?
What drew you to Markham? What made you the decision to move to Markham or
You
try
know
to
what?
get a business in Markham?
I always wanted to be like very close to where I live. I live in Oak Lawn. I'm tired of driving like almost 40 minutes each way on my other locations. So Markham is 15 minutes away from me. And I ran into a big shopping center with next to a big grocery store like Fairplay. I thought it would be a good location for me. And it's not that far from the court, which is a lot of people would be going back and forth. So hopefully that's what I did my study at.
I have no further questions at the moment.
Okay, council members, anybody else tonight?
No, sir.
Okay, then if that would be it, then is there a motion to close the floor?
Yes, Mayor, I make a motion that we close the floor to mattresses
Or less.
I'm sorry, my apologies, sir. Mattress for less.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton.
Yes.
Okay, well, Mr. Malik, we'll see what the council wants to do here now with you, and then we'll give you some direction afterwards here. So hang tight.
Absolutely.
Council, what's your pleasure tonight?
Mayor,
It's pleasure meeting all of you.
I'm sorry.
Go right ahead.
Mayor, I make a motion that we grant Mattress for Less to do business in the city of Markham.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Jones, second by Alderlady Hampton for approval of business license for Mattress for Less. Question? Roll call?
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Jones.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Malik, if you would see the building officials tomorrow, then they can work with you on the pickup and paying for your license, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Okay, sir, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye. Okay, moving along, mayor's report. I just got a few items tonight. Some of it's kind of status quo and kind of typical. We're still doing some citywide branch pickup. We've gotten back in Country Air, I'm glad to say, with some additional branch pickup over there. Today, we spent some time in Canterbury. We're still encouraging, at any time that anyone has something to put out, if they cut it, we'll pick it up. So sometimes it may look as though we didn't get somewhere because somebody just as quick will put something out. We would have had picked up in that area, then we got to go back. But in Country Air, you know, I'm really glad to say as well, we did get some additional trees down and the sidewalks worked on. So we have a lot of sidewalk repair as a result of the storm and trying to get things cleaned up over there. I know in Country Air that there are markings down to begin the repair of the roads and the sidewalks for the grant work. So I've seen those markings as well as I've seen them on Sussex and 160th as well. So they've already began the work. I've seen the engineers out this week with their crews marking things off, and they've got the signs posted in the subdivisions as well to begin the work on the streets as we had planned from the grant. So that work is moving. We have been fortunate enough to get in a few easements, and the easement, I gave an easement assignment out to Public Works. So they have a list of the easements that we're going through citywide. So we've been getting to them, and they did an exceptional job over in Kavanaugh. So it's really, we're starting to make some progress. One of the things I didn't mention last council meeting is that we had a meeting with the Cook County Assessor the same evening of last council meeting. That was on the 21st. And we talked about some different things that the subdivisions have been dealing with double pins and assessment. We intend to have more meetings with the assessor about taxes and how to go about dealing with the matters of taxes with you know, homes that were built on 2 pins on 2 lots, and how to deal with that. So I didn't really have a chance to mention it that evening. It was all short. We've had several tax meetings. We're going to have something else again to specifically deal with some of the newer homes over on Turner, some of the homes over on Central Park, and definitely the Meadowview subdivision. So we have something coming up with that later. The last item I just want to mention is Alderman Barron had been working quite a bit. I didn't get a chance to tell him that I had been looking over his project with speed bumps. There is just a city outcry, and I would really ask each of the aldermen in your wards to really get in touch with them about a general consensus of speed bumps and where you may want them, if you want them at all. There's so many pros and cons to it of what, you know, what you can do with speed bumps. Alderman Barron had a suggestion, and I wasn't able to get back to him. I'll air this out tonight, but the temporary speed bumps don't appear to be a very good option according to the pavers. The professional paving companies are saying that the temporary ones are not really suitable and will do more damage to the road. So we're looking really at if any of you all want to entertain speed bumps in your wards. We wouldn't do them until the spring at this point, obviously, but that should give you enough time to know where you want to go with them and, you know, whether you want them at all. So that's what I would recommend to this council, is to get back with me so you can let me know what you feel about your ward consensus. Because again, once they're in, they do their job, but they also become a little bit of a nuisance too. So it's up to you all. So when you want to respond under your report about that, feel free to do so. But I'm getting an outcry. Won't be done this winter or in the fall here, winter, but in the spring we need to have some decision as a council. But let me know individually in your wards what your thoughts are, and maybe you can even elaborate under your report tonight. With that, I'll go right over to the city administrator, and he can fill us in on several of the developments in economic development and administration of the city.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Just real quick, I want to go back to the CARES Act funds. The exact amount that the city of Markham was awarded was $680,800.56. I received an email on Monday from the county, their chief financial officer. She indicated that the city of Markham was awarded an additional $12,000 as well. And as you already know, that most of these funds will be going towards the payroll for our first responders. So I'm really excited that we are, those funds will help ease some of the payroll burden for the city. Also, real quick, been working with the stakeholders on the Amazon project, which is Scannell, who's the property owner, Amazon, as well as Ryan Companies, who's the general contractor. Have a call scheduled with them tomorrow. Been working on a quality of life plan for the city of Markham that includes a STEM or coding program for our school kids. Had a meeting with Dr. Patterson recently, as well as from School District 144, as well as Dr. Spells from 152.5, along with Principal Carol Davis from Barack Obama. And just a lot of great things are happening. So we're really looking forward to some of the improvements and some of the benefits, I guess, the city will benefit from Amazon and those stakeholders doing business here in the city. So really excited about that. I think that's about it. I know that, well, one other thing, I know Alderwoman Wanda McDowell, thank you for getting me your list of properties for your ward. We're really trying to see how we can get those properties back on the tax roll. And also, I know you have some surveys that you have received from some of the residents from your ward, just looking at some of the, I guess on the survey, you listed several questions on what they would like to see business-wise in the city of Markham. So I'm looking forward to receiving that information. This is an exciting time for the city of Markham, and really looking forward to continuing to push the city forward. So any questions for myself this evening?
Okay, Mr. Champion, thank you very much. That will conclude the mayor's report this evening, and we can go right into new business with Alderman Jones.
No, sir, I don't have anything. Just thank you for the prayers for the people who've been calling me. I've been sick for the last week or two, but I am recovering quite well in quarantine. And thanks for the prayers and everyone's concerns. Thank you. Thanks again.
Okay, thank you, Alderman Jones. I know you're always good for a laugh, but your picture looks well. So
I wish I was feeling that good.
See, I didn't mean to make you cough. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you always are good for a laugh. So with that, I'm glad to know that you're feeling well. We all, our heart does go out to you. We've been certainly keeping you and all Lady Hampton as well. Been our prayers, all of us have been certainly concerned about you all. Okay, Alderman Barron, good evening.
Good evening. I was wondering, did you run the speed bumps by our attorneys?
I did not. That was that was something that you wanted me to do as well. I think I got so caught up with which way to go with the street and how we get it done. I'll finish that part up for you. I can do that tomorrow morning.
Okay. I just wanted to relay to my colleagues that the speed bumps are possibly a solution, but they may also present a liability. I know that years ago, Oak Park installed some when Chicago made a bunch of one-way streets on their borders. And it wound up causing an influx of lawsuits to people's vehicles. And that's something, I want my colleagues to be fully aware that, if we do install speed bumps, and if we're looking to do them permanently, there's a couple of issues. Number one, they could have a negative effect on our snow removal. One, because they're permanent. And number two, there could be an influx of lawsuits. So just keep that in mind. That's one of the things that, I was hoping that we'd address before we considered doing this. And we've got the winter to work with, so I think that'll work out. I think hopefully it'll work out to our advantage. I would like to thank your office, Mayor. They're still working on roads. They've trimmed quite a few trees that were hazards hanging over the streets. Oh, I have a few more, but I think this is probably, and I've been with the police department for a long time too. I don't remember us repairing as many streets as we've done this past summer and fall. And, I've gotten a lot of nice compliments. I think you've received them too. So there's not a lot to say about that. I mean, it's the first time that we've actually had enough funds to work on the streets for a long, long time. And I look forward to going forward with this, hopefully into next year. And that would be my report, sir.
Thank you, Alderman. I think we should have a pretty bright spring as well. Obviously, we got started a little late with going after this. So, but we should have a good spring with road repair and can be able to pick up and continue. So thank you. Alderman Lady Hampton.
Yes, well, thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I really don't have much of a report. I've kind of been out of commission for the last 2 weeks. But just been quarantined as well, quarantined for 2 weeks. I was out of town. I just want to say thank you to everyone who have actually addressed their condolences with me for my dad. Life do move forward. So I am quarantined for the next 2 weeks as well. Alderman Jones, I hope you feel better. Wishing good health on you as well. Praying for good health. I really don't have much more to say, Mayor. Just as well, just keep up the good work that we're doing in our communities, not only in our wards, but as far as bringing businesses into our community, keeping an eye on our Amazon project, and just everyone just stay safe. It's the end of my report at this time, Mayor.
Thank you so much, Lady Hampton. Alderman Lady McDowell.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Just a couple things on my report. I want to thank the Park District for their Halloween this past weekend. We had a nice turnout in spite of COVID-19. We were still able to service our kids in our community. So I want to thank the director, Ms. Brown, and her entire staff that worked with her during that process. Also, I want to thank Public Works for the work that they did over in Kavanaugh today. It looks absolutely wonderful turning those corners and seeing what they did. So that is the end of my report.
Okay, thank you, Alderman Lady. And now we'll go over to public session. Is there
Mayor, could I interrupt just for a minute?
Yes, go ahead, Alderman.
I'd like to wish you a belated birthday. I guess you had Sunday.
Yes. I get to tell people how long I've been in town, and then I really know how long it's been because the birthday helped. So you always have to do, so you shouldn't have got me started, but I get to go to the door and I tell somebody, they tell me how long they've been in town. And then I tell them it's my birthday. I've been here this long. So anyway, it works. So thank you. So those birthdays and the age works for something. So, all right. Okay, moving on to, do we have a motion to open the floor to the public and to the clerk?
I make a motion that we open the meeting to the city clerk and to the public.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
and Alderman Barron.
Yes.
Alrighty. So I did not receive any emails. And it doesn't appear that we have any questions in the feed. So might not have any public comment.
Okay, all right.
Well, to say that, make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
Okay, so a second.
So move.
All right, roll call.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Then, Mayor.
moving along to item number 13 tonight.
That's it, Mayor, right there. Mayor, make a motion that we close this, adjourn the meeting.
So move.
Okay, roll call.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderwoman Hampton,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderwoman McDowell.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, well, we're getting close to a land speed record. We're not quite there, but we're getting there. All right, folks, have a wonderful evening. Thank everybody for coming out tonight.
All right, thank you.
Good one.
God bless
Good
everybody.
night.
Be safe.
All right,
All right.
guys stay.